Hey, happy Monday, third graders. What we're going to do to start our class today, of course, hopefully you're listening to the song of the day first as well in the other video. I want to do a quick rhythm review. Now, in the link below, there is a link titled Basic Rhythm Review. And so click on that link and you'll see some of the notes that we have learned so far. There's a few notes towards the bottom of that picture that we have not learned. Don't worry about those. There is one missing though. The dotted half note is going to be 3 beats. And you can kind of fill that in if you do process of elimination. If you're looking at the picture, there's a note that's worth 4, a note that's worth 2, and a note that's worth 1. All you have to do is think the dotted half note fills in that gap between 4 and 2, which is, of course, the number 3. Easy peasy. Now, what I like to do is I like to clap these rhythms. And so if you look, let's start at the top of the page, whole notes. So what you're going to do is you're going to clap, you're going to feel the beat, and you're going to clap for 4 beats. Now, there is another tool before we start this. In the link below, there's a link to a metronome. And a metronome, as you know, as we use this in class, is that ticking machine that helps keep you in time. So I'm going to go ahead and start this metronome nice and loud. So have this metronome going when you're playing, and all you have to do is hold your hands together for how many beats the note is worth. So take a look. Let's start with whole notes. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the beat. Let's go to dotted half notes. Let's keep going down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. And then half notes. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. And quarter notes, each of those are going to feel one of these. So make sure you're right in time with the quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So have that metronome going and practice your counting. So now, before you even play a note, what you can do is you can clap the rhythm to Old MacDonald using whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, dotted half notes, and clap along with the metronome, having you feel the beat with the metronome, and practice your counting. So again, the 3 things that we've talked about in class to make you successful: make sure you're recognizing your pitches, your every good boy does fine, faces for spaces, those tools that we've talked about before in class, knowing where each note on the line is. And then we've also talked about breathing and counting in time. So clapping, breathing, using that for your recorder, and then making sure you know where your fingers go. Speaking of fingers, let's go ahead and play half notes on the 7 notes that we know. I'm actually going to go ahead and get this metronome going. Here's our 7 notes. Again, starting on low D, and 1, 2, 3. Backwards. Wonderful. If you didn't have your music out for that, make sure you go ahead and get those resources from last week's video printed so you can have that in front of you as well. All right, so here's Old MacDonald. I highly recommend clapping your rhythm first. Once you get it figured out, then go ahead and play it. So let's go ahead and get this metronome going. And here's Old MacDonald. You can feel free to play along after you practice on your own a couple times, and then match with me to make sure it sounds the same. Here's 4 beats. And 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. All right, so let me stop this. So clap your rhythm, warm up on your scale. You can call it a scale of the 7 notes that we know, and then play the tune, and you should be good to go. Again, use the resources that I posted, not only in this video below, but also last week's video. Have that stuff printed out. That'll make sure to really help you along. Really, really valuable stuff. Hope you're well, stay well, and I'll see you next week, third grade. Thanks.